Hey, everybody, welcome to another Sunday night chat. I got a couple of great guys here, the Crazy Scotsman, and Blue he is really tries to be here every time he can, and I do appreciate it. Anyway, there may be some other guys join. There's a lot of links out there. Bunch of lazy son bitches don't want to come on Sunday night with a structured chat. So anyway, I'm gonna let the Crazy Scotsman do an intro. You go right ahead, man.
All right. Well, appreciate you having me on as always. Don't have a whole lot going on. Been working my ass off pretty bad, so working a lot. But guys, if you don't know already, we do have Justin's Final Mission going on over at Ebomi. I'm gonna throw that out there nice and early. Check that out. $10 gets you an entry. There's 3 guns in there. CZ USA was nice enough to donate the 512. And TriStar Arms was nice enough to sell me the shotgun at cost. So there's a couple of awesome prizes in there. We also got a Beretta Neos that myself, Ebomi, Joey Cuz, and John Solar 283 all put in towards the pot and picked that up. So there's lots of good guns in there, lots of other stuff being donated, lots of ammunition, all kinds of stuff. If you guys don't know what Justin's Final Mission is, 22 veterans a day commit suicide. And Justin's Final Mission is out there to stop that. So check out Ebomi. He's got the video up. There's lots of support videos already. But big cause, jump on that. And as always, please make sure you check out CMAX as well. We still have that going on. Bald and Curious has got that giveaway going. So check that stuff out. There's 5 guns in there, an AR upper, lots and lots of good prizes. So check that out as well. Much appreciated. Once again, appreciate you having me on, man.
Well, thanks for coming on. Blue, would you like to say anything?
Why, whenever you said we're got a bunch of, they had this long pause and then it was great guys, were you searching for the right word, or were you going to be truthful there for a second and then switched it at the end? But thanks for the invite. You know, every time I can be here, I try to be here, which is damn near all the time. Great people out in the side chat. I can see it filling up already. I've got really nothing channel wise going on. I'm not really a winter person. So once the snow starts flying, yeah, I'm pretty much inside. So hopefully here we'll have a thaw, and then we'll start making some more videos. But other than that, let's kick this bitch off and see where we go.
All right. Well, we'll start off with politics. I don't know if how much you guys have been keeping up with it, but the whole Democrat memo thing, what kills me about it, well, not kills me, but it's just like, and I've actually been watching like CNN and NBC or whatever. They are so, and I know Fox is biased too, but that girl I'm dating, Sonia, you know, I keep trying, because she's like, I'm not sure who's telling the truth. And I'm like, don't worry about who's telling the truth. Just pick out the facts. You pick out the facts. Don't worry about their opinion, how they spin it, whatever. You pick out the facts, make up your own opinion. Don't let them decide what your opinion is. But one of the things with the big Democrat memo, because that's been blasting all weekend, is, oh, see, but the Republicans don't want transparency. Trump don't want transparency because it will indict him or blah, 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 blah. Before the memo came out, as soon as they said that the memo was going to come out, the Republicans or conservatives and Trump and all said, well, as long as they don't, you know, saturate it with top secret classified information, we'll release it. And what did they do? They put a bunch of damn information in there that they can't release to the public. And then when they didn't release it, the Democrats was like, oh, see, there's no transparency. Even though the Republicans called them out before they even wrote the fucking memo. It's like, yep, this is what they're going to do. And they done it. But if you only watch CNN, MSNCB, and blah, 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 whatever else, HLN and all that, you'll never hear that initial statement that, look, we'll release whatever the hell they want as long as they don't, you know, screw it up and put a bunch of damn classified information in it that we can't release. And if they do that, then they'll probably come back and say we have no transparency. And that's exactly what they fucking did, even though they were called out before it even happened. But like I said, I literally watched. It was painful. Don't get me wrong. CNN and some of these other channels, no mention of that. No, Trump. See, this is going. There's the information there is going to indict him, so he's not going to let it be released. Oh, the public is so fucking stupid. I don't know. Anyway, that was just my opening little story that I've been keeping up with over the weekend. Y'all got anything to add or something different?
No, unfortunately, literally, I've been working so goddamn much that, like, I check Facebook like twice a day, and that's my news source. So all I saw was the part where Democrats released a memo and Trump wouldn't release it, and because of it's classified and stuff. But that's all I've caught.
Yeah, I ain't caught nothing, dude. I'm not on Facebook. I don't listen to any of that shit. I get all my news from you guys.
Well, that's basically in a nutshell what happened, because they were saying that the Republican memo that got released didn't release all the details. So they came up with instead of a 4-page, just kind of like a little condensed. Okay, here's what happened. We're going to come up with an 11-page document, name off some damn classified information, spies, and whatever else the hell was in it. And even S.H.T.F, one of the ones that's like truly anti-Trump that was behind the memo, even he said, well, yeah, there's some stuff that probably needs to be redacted, or whatever terminology they're using. It's like, well, you just said that they wasn't being transparent because they wouldn't release it. And in the same fucking breath, you say, yes, there's stuff that needs to be redacted. Well, don't put the motherfucker out if nobody can read it, and then say, well, see, they're not transparent. They won't let anybody read it. But yeah, there's some classified stuff in there we can't release to the public. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? And the Republicans called them out. I'm not like super Republican, don't get me wrong. I consider myself a libertarian. But they called it out. They said, this is what they're going to do before it fucking happened. And what did they do? Exactly what they got called out for doing. Mm-hmm. It's like, but you know what happens? People read headlines. They don't listen to the story. People will read a story in the news. They won't read the story. They'll read the headlines. I've seen this firsthand. All the news has to do, all the left has to do is put out a headline. And people will not read the story. The majority of the people will not read the story. They will not listen to the story. They'll read the headline. So all you need to do to convince people somebody is bad, evil, shady, whatever, read the headline. Matter of fact, a prime example is, and I'm not defending any man that freaking is abusive to a woman, but all she has to do is accuse them. That's it. You don't have to have proof. You don't have to have witnesses. He's guilty. That happened. That's all the public knows. Oh, look, see, Trump screwed a porn star while he was married. Doesn't matter that the porn star denies it. Trump denies it. It doesn't matter. All he needed is a headline. And I've seen that firsthand with people I associate with. And they're like, look, see. And I'm like, this lady was looking at her phone. I was like, did you read the story? Well, no. Well, read the story. And she's like, well, it says right here he done that. And I said, did you read the story? No. That is the attention span of America.
Mm-hmm.
A headline.
And a lot of headlines are nothing more than, well, people are accused of it on YouTube all the time, clickbait. You know, they throw out this flashy headline, and like if you actually open it and read it, you're like, what? Why was that even the headline for this article? Because that had absolutely nothing to do with the subject that was in the headline. I mean, it is just like YouTube. They are paid money for ads that are put on their site. So much traffic, they get so much money. So they just up the ante. Let's not make it's not that they're not making the headline truthful. They're just blowing it the fuck way out of proportion. And people are like, oh, what the hell is this? And click. And it's like, you actually read it. And you're if you actually read the articles, you're stunned.
I had a local news station posted an article on climate change here in the last month. And I actually clicked on it. I read it. I read the freaking article. And they were snowflakes and whatever, just posting blah, 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 blah. But I actually read the article. In the fucking article itself, it said, if we remove this data from the nor'easters of the past 2 years, the earth is warming. You had to fucking remove data from your report to show that the earth was warming. Because if you left it in there, it would show the earth is cooling. It was in the freaking article that they fucking posted. Nobody read it. And so I posted something. I made a comment about it. And I was getting hits left and right. People are like, and I was like, it's in the fucking article that they posted. I didn't make, this is not a conspiracy theory. They actually said in the article, well, if we remove this data, the earth is warming up. This proves global warming. As long as we don't pay attention to that fucking data. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, if you remove enough data, the earth is flat again.
Yeah, exactly. And the cat's knocked everything off. It's just a matter of time.
Well, I mean, I'll give you a prime example to your point, TR, that America doesn't read shit or actually listen to shit. So at the range, for example, in the gun shop and range, we have a liability waiver. They have to read initial at the bottom of every page and then print sign on the back. Everybody messes at least one page where they don't fucking initial because they don't read or fucking listen to anything that is said to them before they fucking fill it out.
Exactly. Well, you can count me in on that. If I get a big old sheet of shit and I want to go shoot, I'll just be like, yeah, that's about right. Yep. Fuck, I'm shooting. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
Prime example, fucking is your 6 covered?
There you go. It's going to say shit in there like, don't shoot the walls. Don't point your gun
Don't shoot
people.
the walls. Don't shoot the wires because I will charge you. And yes, I have done it. I will charge you if you shoot my wires.
You're like, fuck it. It's all the same shit.
I had someone shoot one last week And I charged them, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, damn right. You're getting charged, bitch. You fucking shot it. You pay for it."
So now if you go back, do you have to fill out the same waiver, or they're just on file?
They're on file for 1 year.
There you go. I was going to say, if you have to do that every time you go in there, that's just bullshit.
No, you got to do one every year. So if you sign one today, you'd have to do one next year at the same time.
Yeah, I know what a year is, Scotty.
Well, you don't read shit or listen to shit, so I'm just making sure you understand.
Oh, got it.
Well, get back to my point. You can make a video on YouTube, and I've proven this on purpose. Just go to Google, look up some hot chick, steal a fucking photo. I shouldn't say steal. Borrow a photo, put it on some stupid video that ain't got a damn thing to do with a girl. Nothing. But somehow related. Let's just say you're doing a shooting video. Pull out a pic off Google with some girl with a gun strapped to her. I guarantee you'll get 2, 3, 100 times more views.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got nothing to do with the video content, nothing to do with the title. Make the title kind of, neutral. And you'll get one of my biggest videos is a girl sitting in front of a solar panel with a bikini on. The content of the video is solar power, but I don't know that chick. I don't know. I pulled that shit off the internet. You got like 78,000 fucking views because of that hot chick on there. And people were like constantly calling me out. Clickbait. And I was like, well, yeah, you clicked on it. You're right. Mm-hmm. That's how I would respond.
Well, if you put the same picture at the end of the video, then you could officially say it was in there. Well, the problem is, like you guys were talking about earlier, is the everybody wants to get the latest and greatest news out there, even if they don't have all the facts. So it's a rush for every news channel, every YouTube news outlet. You know, they hear a little bit of something, but they don't know everything about it. And then they go, okay, we're going to go with it. And they put it out there, you know, and half the time, or more than half the time, it's wrong, but they're the ones getting all the views because it's the latest and greatest information out there, even if it's wrong. To try to beat the guy that's getting all the information, and probably will have the video out a day later.
Well, that's it. Breaking news story, and it's all bullshit.
Yeah. Breaking news. The life of a paid firefighter.
And they get away with it too because they can retract their story. You know, well, we didn't have all the facts. We're sorry. We'll retract this part of it.
Yeah, because technically, all that they need to be able to do is go back and say, you know, what we were first on scene, and the first person I talked to was Scotsman, and he said that there was at least 25 people dead in there when there's like 2. And as long as they can take it back to, we actually spoke to somebody who said they were there, 9 times out of 10, they're okay. But, you know, it all, how many times have we seen, you know, 25 dead? Oh, new reports are in. Now it's 10. Oh, new reports are in. There's 2. Oh, new report in. Nobody actually died. It was a whatever. I mean, it happens a lot.
Those are called miracles, Blue. And miracles happen.
It's all about headlines. I mean, literally, I was sitting in the break room, and I forget the exact conversation, but there was this lady in there that had a different political view to me, and she did a quick Google search on her phone, and then all this stuff pulled up. And getting back to what I was saying, I was like, well, did you read any of these stories? Well, no, but look. Such and such accused them, such and such, such and such, such and such. And I was like, Did you open it up and read it? No. Did you see that that was retracted? That they dropped those charges or whatever, blah blah blah. I mean, I know. I was talking to Sonia's out there in the audience. I was talking to her about sexual harassment charges or even domestic, especially domestic violence charges. I mean, until it's proven, and I know a lot of times behind closed doors, it can't be proven one way or the other. But at the same time, any woman at any time can make an accusation. If they don't do it in a legal way, if they just do it for political reasons, is it real? You know, if a woman comes up, let's just say I go to run for office, and a woman accuses me of, oh, he's a bastard. He assaulted me and da da da. But you didn't file legal charges. You didn't try to have me arrested. You just did it for political reasons. How much faith can we put into that? And I'm not just saying that being some kind of fucking bastard man or whatever, but if you were truly criminally violated, do you file a civil case or do you file a fucking criminal case? If they don't file a fucking criminal case, it kind of throws a fucking red flag up to me.
Yeah, because a criminal case, it has to be proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. A civil case has to be proven by a preponderance of the evidence. Two really, really, really different scales there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
think
and
if it don't show up till years later, when it's politically relevant, well, why didn't you do it back then? Why didn't you do it 10 years ago, 20 years ago? Whether he was running for fucking office or not. Why do you wait 20 years to file a, oh, he was an abusive husband. Okay. Yeah, 20 years ago, why are you saying this now? Maybe it's legit. Maybe it's legit. Maybe they just think this is a bad guy. This is what happened to me. And I don't want this guy representing my state, my county, my district, whatever. I get that. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying shit don't happen behind closed doors that we don't know about and can't be proved one way or another. But if women are really being assaulted, why are they waiting years and years and years and only going after political assassinations? Why are they not going after criminal charges?
I will say there's something for, and I don't know the fella's name. He's a politician where two ex-wives came forward claiming spousal abuse. He didn't even let the freaking newspaper, you know, the ink dry on it before he freaking resigned. I mean, there's definitely probably something to that. But yeah, it's, you know, these delayed reporting, you know, we see it a lot more in kids than adults. I mean, adults sometimes delay by a week or so, sometimes a month. But it's not really, it's not that odd, I guess, is what I'm saying. There's always delayed reporting in any type of sexual abuse, domestic abuse. It's not always delayed unless it is the most severe cases of domestic abuse is what we're starting to find. You know, most of the time, whenever, like in the most severe cases of domestic abuse, you know, this person, mostly the woman, has been groomed for months and even years, and she has no way out. And the only reason that law enforcement ever gets involved is because there's an accident, like, oh crap, I hit her too hard, or she's not breathing. I mean, I hate being that blunt about it, but it's not really that uncommon for delayed response or delayed reporting, if any reporting ever.
Well, and you see it half the time, they don't even want to press charges because they're, you know, they want to work it out at the end. It's, I mean, you can watch cops, you can watch an hour of cops and figure that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
But they need, I think it needs to be more, I don't know what the word would be, but when they find out that the person is lying, whether it's the man or the woman, because men, you know, do get beat up by their spouses. When they find out that that's all fake, or it's for some reason, like, you know, because someone's going to go into presidency or whatever the case is, there needs to be a stiff penalty for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you're absolutely making shit up, yeah, your ass needs to go in jail. Just like if the person's actually abusing you or sexually assaulting, absolutely, I agree with that 100%.
Because I think a lot of the times it just gets swept under the rug. You know, it's like, oh, okay, it was fake. You know, she was just trying to do whatever, and then, you know, she's on her merry way. Well, I think this would definitely slow that shit down.
No, and a lot of times, I mean, I know we're not talking, like, in my experience, we're not talking politics or celebrities or anything like that. A lot of times, if somebody gets a rape claim put on them, and as long as you dig into it, I don't want to say a lot of times because there I'm putting a stigma out there, but some of the times you'll find out that the woman wasn't assaulted, she wasn't raped. It was that she was out at the bar, had a great time, found a guy, had sex with him. The husband found out, and now, oh shit, we got a problem. That guy raped me.
Yeah,
and that's a huge problem, and that's hard to. You really have to bust your ass on an investigation to figure out the truth on that one.
See, and that's tough because I mean that's with them forever, you know, and especially if it goes all the way through, the person gets goes to jail for it, even if they didn't do it. That's on their record forever.
I know. I was telling Sonia about a little situation I was in a few years ago, several years ago. I was dating this girl, and she had a young daughter, early teens, 14, 15, somewhere in there. And that little girl hated me. And it's not like I disciplined her. That's what I told Sonia that. I was like, it's not like I wasn't a father. I couldn't discipline her. I couldn't. But, I guess I would make comments or whatever. That little bitch fucking hated me. And I stopped dating that woman because of that. Because I already seen it coming. Because the history, there's a lot of backstory to it. And I just seen this girl calling the police and saying that I touched her or molested her or raped her or whatever. And I stopped dating that little girl's mom because of her daughter, because I knew when it came down to it, if she accused me of that, I mean, this little fucking white trash little bitch hated me. And I was like, these motherfuckers will put me under the jail because they'll take her word over mine any day. And so, it was sad, probably to the mom or whatever, but I was like, no, I'm done. I can't take the risk because your daughter don't like me. You don't fucking discipline her, and she is a wild ass. And they'll throw me under the fucking jail because she don't like me and can make up any charge she wants, and I won't be able to prove otherwise.
See, and that's one of the scariest things is your wife gets pissed off at you, right? She runs her forehead into the wall, calls the cops, says there's domestic abuse or something. You no longer get any of your firearms. Like that would devastate me.
Hello,
Could you imagine not shooting anymore? Like, Holy fuck.
Hello, Mrs. Is your six covered? Would you like to save thousands of dollars a year? This is what I need you to do.
But that's the sad part. The sad part is it's true. Like Rick said, the minute they make that call, that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
True or not, it doesn't matter. It's pretty much over. They will fuck you left, right, and center.
Now, is that state to state, or is that because I know in PA I can't buy if a protection from abuse order is put out against me.
That's a federal law.
See, but unless a weapon was used,
doesn't matter if a weapon was used or not. It's federal law.
Hold on,
still domestic.
Hey, slow down. Whenever if I get a PFA put out against me, if I don't use a weapon, they don't automatically take your weapons. However, I do know that you cannot go out and buy one because the one question is, are you currently under investigation for domestic abuse? But after that's all done and said with, if it's found that you're not guilty of it or it gets dropped, however, you don't have to list that on that checkbox anymore, do you, Scotsman?
In
no,
South Carolina,
if you are found not guilty, then obviously you don't list it on there.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you are under investigation, you cannot go in and buy a firearm,
right?
Because you technically at that point are being accused of it, so you can't do it and say no because it could be a possible yes.
Right.
And then at that point, you would be lying. So
in South Carolina, if you get charged with domestic abuse, you have no Second Amendment right. If you get caught with a fucking firearm, convicted or not, you just broke the fucking law. You cannot have a firearm in your house, in your car, on your possession, anything, just with a fucking allegation. Boom, wow. You're done.
And it's true in many states. Many states will pull them no matter what until it's proven guilty or not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and they'll pull your CCW right away too.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, in the right allegation, all the person has to do is say he threatened to shoot me, and that's how most of your guns get taken away. But I mean, we have had cases where it was, he pushed me or he slapped me or something like that, and not in all those cases do they take the firearms away. But you're still not allowed to buy them after that point. Once that's out there, I understand that. But
see, that's just horrible. That kind of goes back to the thing about women claiming, something that wasn't real, because they should get the penalty. That's huge. I mean, think of all the top shooters, right? And their wives or girlfriends just decided, you know what? I'm tired of them shooting all the time. They don't spend enough time with me, whatever the case is. Call the cops. Poof, gone. You went from pro shooter to no shooter in one night.
No, Sonia, I'm not running around with those crazy chicks anymore, but I did for a little while.
You're definitely.
Shit, he's got the craziest chick now I've ever met.
She puts up with me, so yeah, she is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You beat me to it.
She's got some problems, that's for sure.
Hey, Rick, I got that. Change the subject, Rick. I had a request, and I think the guy was right. We need to come up with another T-shirt with El Ray, and it's just "Shut up, El Ray."
Yeah, I saw your last video. Fucking that damn rooster. That's an easy fix. We can do that.
I sent him a link to you. I know you don't make any money off of them, but I sent him a link to your T-shirt site anyway. I was like, there's already some Elroy videos out there. I mean, T-shirts.
Yeah, shit. Old Elroy, he's got a pretty good little collection of shirts now.
And since we're still on the cusp of the domestic violence thing, if you guys are, truly woman beaters, anybody out there, move to Russia. Back in the late January of, that was January of 17. Why is this just coming out? Something came across one of my feeds and I saw it, and but this says January of 2017. I thought this was older, but Russia Parliament votes 380 to 3 to decriminalize domestic violence. So if you're really into beating your woman, move to Russia.
Well, I will admit, as far as the domestic violence, South Carolina is like, I don't know how you want to look at it. We're at top of the list or bottom of the list. We're the fucking worst. South Carolina is like, they might be a state worse, 1 or 2 states worse than us. South Carolina's got a really, really bad domestic violence rate. And so I kind of understand where the laws come from. But the problem with it is that all a spouse or a girlfriend has to do is make an allegation, and you are screwed until it goes to court. If it goes to court and you get to, you know, state your case and prove your case. But until then, you can't own a gun ever again. You can't even own a gun if you get a domestic violence charge against you in South Carolina. If you get caught with a gun, bam, felony.
God, that's horrible, man.
Yeah. You know, so that, you know, this is where some of that comes from. I mean, all they got to do is you got to watch out when you're dating. If you're single and you're out there dating, be careful. That's all I'm saying.
As Tom O would say, I got dibs on the non-crazy one.
Yeah, Gimp says the same thing in Indiana. Yeah.
I think it's all
that's fucked up. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. You know, I mean, if you haven't been convicted of a crime, how could you have your basic inalienable rights took away from you without a conviction?
TR, think about this. I come into a group of people where you're a witness to, and I shoot 3 motherfuckers for absolutely no reason. You're a witness. You tell the cops that son of a bitch just shot 3 people. My ass is locked up in jail without bail until convicted or not convicted. It's the same thing. I mean, you know what I mean? It's a
gray area. I get it, but I get it.
It's the old adage, you know, they say you're innocent until proven guilty. Well, no, that's bullshit. You're guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the way it's supposed to be. That's not the way the laws are written.
Unfortunately, that's how it is.
Yeah, but that's not the way the laws are written.
But how would you guys suggest in that scenario where I go out and blow away a couple people and nobody shoots me in the process, the police show up, I get arrested, everybody knows I did it. Since I'm technically not convicted, do I get to run the streets? Because
that's what I was going to say. Hell no. See, the guy that witnessed that should have shot your dumb ass.
Well, I know if TR was there.
Right. That guy should have been a concealed carry and have a fucking gun and shoot your ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
And then the other guy that was way down the street saw you shoot all 4 of those motherfuckers. You're like, what? I was the hero in this damn thing here. Hero to 0.
Yeah, people want to talk about cops not shooting people enough sometimes. I mean, they want to complain about people shooting, cops shooting potential felons or whatever. But, I mean, to be honest, it's like, if you get caught in the act, fucking, why don't waste my damn tax money. And if you do have to waste my tax money, it's okay. We'll give you a fair trial, then we're going to hang you. Period.
Exactly. We need to do more of that shit. We need to hang people.
Mm-hmm.
We should have public
injection stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this week has been bad for law enforcement. We've had, was it 6? It's either, I don't know if it just went up today or not. It's either 6 cops in 5 days have been shot and killed, or 6 cops in 7 days. I don't remember what it is, but people don't Yeah, it's been a bad fucking week. I mean, it's
seeing a lot of that you could even say is because cops are afraid to shoot people nowadays because they don't want to fucking be the next, guy on TV. And
well,
that's where it's screwing them up. A cop wants to go home and see his family, and if you can't get on the ground and do what the cop says for 2 damn seconds, then you deserve to get shot.
Well, that's part of the problem too, as to why cops don't go and shoot more and actually practice shooting and actually get better at it, is because they don't want to fucking shoot their gun.
Well, okay, let's shift gears a little bit. The whole Black Lives Matter, the taking a knee at the fucking football games and all that. Okay, they were 17 black unarmed men shot last year. It was last year or year before last. I forget how often the stats come out. 17. All right. That's tragic. It shouldn't have happened. But almost 40,000 people got killed in fucking car wrecks. So should we ban cars or worry about cops shooting 17 freaking unarmed men? And those stats are even a little bit shady. But we had 40,000 people killed in car wrecks, 17
but
possibly unarmed men shot by police. So which one are we going to raise hell about the most?
Yeah, but even if there's 17, right? What was the percentage that actually listened to the cops' commands or whatever?
Almost
like if you're going to turn around real
resisted.
quick and point your phone at me, I'm probably going to shoot you myself. If you're gonna reach in your pockets and do shit that I keep telling you not to do, I want to go home. I'm sure Blue, he's a police officer. He wants to go home to his family.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Even with the 17, there's circumstances that made that. There's probably a handful of those 17 that were very unjust, very blatant, fucked up. And guess what? The worst of them, those police officers were charged with a damn crime. Just like the one in Charleston where the guy shot the guy in the back that was trying to run away from him. Well, guess what? They arrested that fucking cop. Put him in jail. He's under charges. Maybe not every single one of them, but most of them they are. The cop that shot the guy with the knife that was like 20 foot away up north somewhere or whatever, he unloaded his gun. He was about to reload his gun. His fellow officers like, what the fuck are you doing? And grabbed his gun. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? That guy got charged.
That's within 21 feet, though. You can kill someone just as fast as drawn.
Well, he was walking away from him.
Oh, he was. Okay.
Was that the dude? Was that he was on the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. That was that guy was not going toward anybody. He was walking away from the situation, and there again, I don't know the whole background of it. If he's on a bridge and there's nobody else on the bridge, he's walking away from the cops. Who the fuck is he hurting until he either reaches that threshold to where he is at a point where he's near pedestrians or turns around to rush the cops? I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, he unloaded his gun. His fellow police officers stopped him because he was reloading to shoot more. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? What the hell is going on?
And that's another problem too, is you get some of these cops that give all the good cops a bad name, like that guy.
Yeah,
exactly.
And don't get me wrong. That's what I'm saying. I mean, not every instance of the 17, and fact check me, I could be wrong. But of the last year or the year before last, I don't know how often their stats come up. 17 were unarmed black young men, black men that were killed by a police officer. And even out of that 17, some of them were questionable. And the others, the police officer got charged with a crime. There's probably a handful that went through, maybe unjust, maybe justice wasn't done, but that's a percentage out of 17. Out of 17. Any death is unacceptable. Well, I shouldn't say unacceptable.
Yeah, but then
any death is unjust. Death is too much. But you can't put 17 people got killed out of all the stats of all the fucking stuff going on in the world, and the entire NFL, or not entire, but wants to take a knee because of the oppression against the black man. It's like, what, 17 guys? Really? Are you fucking shitting me? There were more. Okay, I'm going to go way out there. I'm going to probably piss off some people. More, what was it, a year or two ago? The stat come out, more black babies were aborted than fucking born in New York City. And then you want to bitch about 17 unarmed people that got shot unjustly? And half of those, the police officer that done it, got fucking charged with a crime? With how many fucking thousands of black men killed? Either, I won't get into the abortion thing. We'll skip that. What is it? Like 90% of black men killed are by black men? Don't fucking preach to me and fucking throw in my face that, oh, there's oppression in America when you're killing yourself. All right, I went too deep. My bad.
Well, no, and the stats still say that more, I guess, white people are killed by cops than black. So it's not like it's only happens in one color or whatever. But I think one of the best points was brought up by Red October. And if the cop is wrong, he says, you can fight the battle in court and live another day to fight. It's like, even if you didn't do anything wrong, listen to whatever they have to say, get handcuffed, do whatever you need to do. Don't fight, argue, wrestle with the cop thinking this is going to help you out, because it's not. It's not. The only way you're going to get out of this is by going to court, and for the court to see that officer has, maybe X amount of times this has happened in the past. He's got a record of being overly aggressive or whatever the case is, and that's the way you fight when it comes to that, because your only other option is to get shot.
Yeah, and
nobody wants to get shot.
Exactly. It's simple. I mean, everybody on this panel has been pulled over, Blue included. Don't tell me you've never been fucking pulled over, dude. I know you have. And we've all complied, and we're all still fucking alive, and we're still here, and we're talking to each other because we complied with the fucking directions they gave us.
And we may not want to, and it may not be constitutional, but at the end of the day, I get to go home, I see my family.
And just like you said, Rick, if you get arrested unjustly or whatever, if you don't get your ass beat, I mean, I'm saying this 100% legit, like say for whatever reason, you run into that cop that wants to prove a point and, oh, you're the guilty one. And he comes up, and even though your hands are up or you're doing whatever, and you get a fist to the side of the head, you get whatever, you're looking at a minimum of $1 million payout. You know what I mean? I mean, that's
a jackpot.
It just,
early retirement. Here I come.
Yeah, I mean, an unjust arrest, I would say you're probably looking at least $500,000. But if you get roughed up a little bit for no reason, that's at least $1 million. Christ, that's because I ran the canine program for 14 years, And that was what was drilled into our head, is if you send that dog after this person and it veers off and goes after that person and bites them, guaranteed $1 million for a dog bite. Guaranteed. And it's just like, I need to know where the police are going to be with the dog. So there's the bad guy running. I'm going to start screaming and, hey, dog, come bite me. I'll take a bite for $1 million.
That's right.
Well, most of the shootings that I've seen that have been proven to be unjust and all that, and the video surveillance caught it, they were still resisting. I haven't seen
that's probably part of it too. Is a lot of it's probably not talked about, where they're probably resisting arrest. You know, you said the guy on the bridge was fucking running away. Well, if he's running away, that's technically resisting arrest, regardless if he has a weapon or not.
Yeah, well, it probably didn't justify the shooting.
He was shot, maybe not, but we don't know the exact circumstances for sure. We weren't there.
And you think the cops probably got a pretty good leeway or whatever you want to say about, if you wrestle with the cop, he can basically say, that guy's going for my firearm. He's trying to literally kill me. I'm going to smoke him with my backup gun, or whatever the case is. And as he should. You know, there's a point where you can't touch the officer. Basically, you're resisting arrest, right? And then it gets to the point of, if you do any wrestling, they could say, man, you were going for my gun.
All right, let me stop everybody. Okay, Gimp Geek, and I'm not calling you out, Gimp. I'm just, you know, we're on this subject, and so I'm gonna go with your statement, and we'll discuss this. Let me get this right. You think we should give up our rights and do what a cop says that is an illegal order, then fight in court, which has an 80% conviction rate? Actually, I am, Gimp. I really am. I mean, who do you know has ever had a fight with a cop and won? And when I say fight, I mean physical fucking fight. If you start trading fists with a cop, do you think you're ever going to come out ahead on that damn fight?
Yeah.
Now, you can get into a
I was just going to say,
psychological debate. As long as you're just talking to a cop, you might win. But if you get into a fist fight with a fucking cop, I got a feeling you're going to fucking lose every fucking time. If you do win, you're going to be a fugitive from justice because you just killed a fucking cop.
And I don't think
libertarian as I am. I got a Ron Paul shirt on right now. Libertarian as I am. If you get into a fucking physical fucking fist fight with a cop, I don't see a happy ending coming.
Well, there'll be a happy ending, but it won't be the happy ending you're expecting.
Well, and there's a lot of laws in books. I don't know if it's state by state again, but even if the cop's order is unlawful, you're treated as though lawful. Like say for whatever reason, I think the Scotsman's the guy that I'm looking for, and he knows he's definitely not. You know, it's like, dude, stop, get on the ground. You know, you're under arrest. Just because I think he's the guy, because he looks like him, he's wearing the same clothing description, he has, under law, has to comply until we figure it out, and then he's let go, and then he files a civil suit, and he's got a payout.
My question is, why the fuck you keep picking on me, asshole?
Because you shaved.
Yeah, fuck, I deserve that one.
See, and I know what he's saying by saying you're giving up your right, but at the end of the day, you're really not. In my mind, you're not giving up the right. You still have
no, you're not.
You're right to court. You still have the right to all that stuff. Does it suck and screw up your night? Say you wanted to go out and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you mean it's the 100% buzzkill, but at the end of the day, if you look like the mass murderer that's running around killing somebody, And it was
But
your family.
the problem is if you stand there and try to fight it on the street, just like TR said, you stand there and try to fight it on the street, what's going to happen? You may end up getting in a fist fight, whatever, and you're worse off. Just stop, do what the fucking guy tells you to do, and be done with it.
Yeah,
Fight
because
it later.
5 minutes later they may say, "Oh no, that's not the guy. He had purple hair and a bandana on," and then you're let free. Where now you have a, you've been wrestling with the cops, so you got that charge and probably 10 other charges, assault, and so on. So now you are going to go to jail.
Is life fair? Fuck no. Life is not fair. But I just know one thing. I will never go fist to fist with a fucking cop. Because he's got guns, he's got backup, he's got a radio. Why would I ever fucking assault a police officer? Right, wrong, indifferent, whatever. Why would I ever assault a police officer?
Well, the minute you do, the minute you do, you're gonna have 10 other fucking cops shooting your ass.
The only reason I can ever come up with to assault a police officer, and this is just in my little small fucking mind, is I know I'm guilty. I'm on the fucking run. I might pop a damn police officer on the run. Other than that, if I'm not guilty of a fucking crime, why would I fucking assault a police officer? How is that helping your fucking case? You get pulled over, you're on your way to work, and you're like, well, I didn't do anything. Let me just punch this fucking officer in the mouth and stab him in the goddamn kidney. How the fuck is that going to fucking help your case?
Well, Southern Styles out there. I got a speeding ticket. My bad, dude. That's it exactly. You fucking break the law, or you get pulled over for whatever fucking reason. You stop. You listen to the cop. You do what the cop tells you. Done. You're either driving fucking home, or you're getting a ticket, or you're being pulled to the side and talked to for a little bit until they figure out, yeah, you did it, or no, you didn't do it.
And that's like, some of these guys are going to probably think I'm an idiot, but it's like when you have to drive through and you got a checkpoint. Are you a U.S. citizen? Yes, I'm a U.S. citizen. All right, on your way. All of about 3 seconds, right? Then there's a guy that figures that, it's not legally fair for someone to ask me a damn question. So I'm going to spend the next 45 fucking minutes wasting his time and my time when I watch those videos going, what is the fucking point? So you got the guy to just say, you know what, I'm fucking fed up with you, drive through. Like, how does that help anybody? Like, what does that do?
Well, I mean, that's just like, all right, so we're all pro Second Amendment. It's just like the fucking pro Second Amendment guys that go, I have the right to carry an AR-15 down the fucking street. Same fucking thing. And then they get stopped by a cop, and the cop's like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? And they stand there for fucking 30 minutes, and they film the shit so they can get a fucking YouTube video and be like, oh, man, hey, I'm being fucking abused because I'm carrying an AR-15 down the street. No, you're just a jackass and a dick for doing it.
Exactly. You're making everybody else look bad, you fucktard.
Yeah. We don't really have open carry in South Carolina, but several years ago, well, actually, it's even true today, too. Around a gun show, the gun shows were in downtown Greenville, which Greenville's not a really huge town in America, I know. But for South Carolina, it's one of the biggest cities in South Carolina. It actually is the biggest. Downtown, you could be walking down Main Street with an AR-15 strapped on your back. We don't even have fucking local. We don't have open carry, but those people were going in and out of the gun shows. So you could be in downtown Greenville carrying an AR-15 strapped to your back or whatever, and it was like, oh, they're just going to the gun show. There was some tolerance even within the laws then, but yeah, the dickheads that just try to do it just to prove a point, and there's been some different instances where I get it, but for the most part, I don't.
Well, the
But
reason
I
why
still don't get fighting a cop, the sovereign citizen, or whatever the hell they call it. Fuck all y'all. Just fucking.
Well, I mean, shit. It's like when I was in Georgia, yeah, I could open carry an AR-15 in Georgia, and no one would give a flying fuck. But am I gonna do it? Hell no. I'm not gonna walk down the street looking like a jackass. That just makes everyone else that carries legally look bad.
Well, I'll give you a perfect example in California and Oceanside and San Diego along the beach. This is because California wouldn't issue out CCW permits, especially in San Diego County. So everybody said, you know what? It's our right to open carry. We were allowed to open carry. So they got this big old idea. Let's get like 50 people together and we'll all open carry and we'll go down the beaches and we'll go to the restaurants and all this shit. So, you know, and people are calling the cops and stuff. And you can't open carry loaded. It has to be empty. And they kept doing this shit. Well, about a year later, they said no more open carry in California. And that all ended up being because of those dumbasses doing that. But before, if you wanted to go hunt or you were hiking, you could open carry at least and, you know, save yourself from a goddamn mountain lion or fucking something that's going to kill you out there. But now you can't do that.
Hold on. How are you going to save yourself from a mountain lion if you can't carry it loaded?
Well, you at least got something before you would have. You need to work on your damn reload there, Scotsman.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a gun with a magazine on my side than no gun or magazine.
I get it. I was just fucking with her.
I know you was.
Hey, guys, wasn't there supposed to be, I think it was last year, an open carry march on Washington that like just completely, like it didn't happen, I don't believe. But do you guys remember hearing that? TR probably went to the bathroom.
Yeah, I remember something about that.
He probably did. Well, he's gone anyway. Let's do a gun check because no one's done that yet. So there you go.
Here's my gun check. I'm in.
Oh, you got to be in Cali. You're fucked. You're in Cali.
Yeah, I got a knife. That's about it. You got an AR lower.
I ended up getting 3 of those. What was it, like 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago? I forget who it was in the side chat said that. Oh, hold on a minute. Who was the website? Was it Primary Arms or Palmetto? No, it was Primary Arms, I think. It said that they were having a deal on Anderson lowers for $29.99, and I couldn't pass it up. I ended up getting 3 of them.
It's always good to have 3.
Yeah, and whenever I ordered them, the FFL that I go through is a friend. I mean, he's I don't want to say he's not a gun shop, but he does gun stuff. He has his FFL, and he's like, "Hey, before you put that order in, you know, how much did you pay for them? I can probably get them cheaper." I'm like, $29.99. He's like, "Send me the link."
Yeah.
So whoever did that, thank you. I now have 3 lowers that we're gonna start.
Yeah, I'm sure your wife's very excited about it.
She doesn't know about them.
That's mine.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. 357 put. There's a Glock and 3 lowers for $5.99. Palmetto State Army.
So basically, you're buying 3 lowers and you got a Glock for free.
Pretty much. That's the only way you can get rid of them now.
Well, it depends on. I know I missed part of that conversation. Depends on what you're trying to build. Dang, you can get rifle kits so cheap. I don't know what it would cost to individually put together an AR-15. Even the first ones I put together, hell, it's just cheaper to buy a rifle kit. You still got to buy a lower, but you can buy a rifle kit Really, really cheap.
Yeah, you could build that whole thing blue for about $300.
Yeah, and you
The
don't even have
entire
to
thing.
touch putting together the upper. It's already put together.
Yeah, yeah, that's what my plan is getting an upper already put together for the one, building the lower, and then just outright selling it for, if I can get somebody dumb enough to give me 250.
That's a straw purchase. That's a straw purchase, Blue.
No, it's not in PA. In PA, it's as long as I cannot.
You bought it to sell it. You just said that on national TV.
No,
National TV.
I'm gonna not this. I'm building a rifle, and once I build that rifle, I can sell the rifle. I can't sell the lower by itself because somebody could make a AR pistol out of it. But as long as I sell it as a rifle, I don't have to do any. I could, hey Joe Blow, you want to buy this rifle? And they're like, yep. But I can't sell the lower by itself, which is weird to me. Or if I make it into a pistol. If I make it into a pistol, I have to have it registered through the PSP as a pistol. Pennsylvania State Police.
There's no difference, really, right?
No, there's not. There's not.
Pistol or a rifle, who gives a shit?
Well, yeah, but get good luck if you make it into a pistol and don't register it as a pistol and you get caught with it, you are fucked.
Well, when you build something, when you're making something, you're manufacturing something. So unless you have your FFL, I think somebody was talking about it up here. Yeah, WTF SoCal.
No, I've talked to several different gun dealers, and they said that if you build a rifle, you don't need anything to sell it. It's just like if I were to sell you my 22.
Yeah, as long as you're building it and planning on having it, you shoot it and go, you know what, it's not the right pistol or rifle for me.
Oh, I'm definitely going to shoot it first, and I'm going to keep it for a while and all that other stuff. But if I ever get tired of it and sell it to build another one, then that's what happens.
So day 2 after it's completed?
Well, it's going to take a while to sell it. You know, you got to put it on Gunbroker or eBay, eGuns. Hey, I got a question for you, Blue. Why is it that you can have a concealed weapons permit in North Carolina, have the biggest, baddest mother freaking pistol around, kind of like the Scotsman has, but a knife isn't part of a concealed weapon? Like in California, I could carry any freaking, well, as long as it's on my list, any pistol, you know, that was chambered in 380 or up, but like a knife, right? Like you should be able to have any badass concealed weapon.
So hold on, let me clarify something here. So, for example, in the state of Ohio, it's a concealed handgun license. In the state of Georgia, when I was in Georgia, it's a concealed weapons license. So I can carry any goddamn thing I want to carry in Georgia, but in Ohio, I can only carry a pistol. Now, and it goes state by state. So you got to be careful. Make sure you actually read your license, because if your license says concealed handgun license, that's all you can carry.
Now. Mine says handgun permit.
Carry any fucking weapon other than a handgun.
Yeah, and it's in PA, the only knives that I know off the top of my head that are illegal are not the spring assist, but like the switchblade. You hit the button and it's all spring mechanism and it comes out. You hit the button and the blade comes out the top and locks, and then you hit the button and it automatically retracts. Those are illegal.
Out the front.
But any blade assist, like you hit the side of it, as long as it's just a spring assist, you're good. And the other one is switchblades, the one that goes up and down, and like the ones that shoot the blade. Those are illegal. Anything
like
else
shoots it out of the thing like a projectile.
Yes. Which
see, like I'm covered here in Ohio because I have my Georgia permit still, and I'm kind of off to the side because I can carry whatever fuck I want under that license, even though I'm still in the state of Ohio.
Huh.
Yeah, it's definitely all state by state.
But if I go get my Ohio license, I can only carry a pistol and nothing else.
Wow, Southern style blade can't be over 4 inches in Atlanta without a permit. In PA, and I'm sure it's got to be a lot of other states, I can carry a goddamn machete down the street and not have an issue until you use it in a crime, and then it becomes an implement of a crime. So,
huh? Yeah, the gun, the knife things, that's tough to figure out because there's so many different, like going from California to North Carolina, and there was like it couldn't be any longer than from here to here, and there was all these rules, and like this one. Great, my kid's sick. It's an assisted blade, but like it's short enough where you could basically do that, and it doesn't come out. So there's all sorts of rules, and I don't even know how you.
It's just like here in Ohio, spring assist is technically illegal because they consider it an automatic knife.
Well, see, like this is the Emerson one where it catches your pocket. So is that considered an assist? Because it's not it's a regular, like you can get it to do that, but there's no spring attached to this one.
Then no, it's not an assisted knife. Unless it has a spring in there, it would not be a spring assisted knife. But here in the state, here in Ohio, it's crazy. A spring assisted knife is considered a full auto knife, and depending on the cop you get that you may walk into, for whatever reason, depending on how much of an asshole they could be, you could get fucked over because they say it's automatic when it's really spring assisted.
You should win that no matter if spring assisted is not specifically stated. You should win that because just like Rick showed, a spring assist is absolutely no faster than somebody that's proficient with just a flick of the wrist. And TR has that goddamn, what is that thing? The Scorpion, the Scorpio, the
Spyderco.
Spyderco.
Yeah, I got a couple of Spydercos. There's no spring in that, but I mean, if you get proficient with it,
there's no spring in this either, but I can get this thing out damn fast too.
Yeah, I got a Boker that you don't even have to touch the blade. You just kind of do a motion and it'll pop out. But yeah, that's no spring assist. I mean, if you get the motion down, boom, there. And I can have spring assist in South Carolina. Hell, I think I can have a switchblade, but I just don't need it.
Comes Proper's out there. He makes a good point, man. You got L-Ray. What else do you need?
Yeah. His gaffs are getting pretty damn big. I mean, his natural gaffs. He's been around a little while.
Is he like going on 3, 4?
Yeah, I think so. I had somebody make a request, Rick. We need a T-shirt that says "Shut up, El Ray."
All right, I'll get one of those made here shortly.
Because the last video,
it should be S.T.F. man.
Well, the last video I was out there trying to shoot, El Ray kept running his mouth, and I was just like, "Shut up, El Ray! Shut up!"
Look at the head on that thing.
Oh shit! Now the chat's over.
You guys got to start behaving now.
Time for structure.
Guys with your fancy ass fucking guns, and it took the redneck from South Carolina to get the prettiest fucking gun ever. You fuckers are got some catching up to do.
I will say that's a beautiful firearm.
It is beautiful. I can't wait to shoot that thing.
Yeah. Oh, I'll let you. She's gonna be a shooter. I don't care how pretty she is.
That's right. Shoot the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I've got a. I got to check to see if it's a what is it, pre 59 93 Winchester 3030. It's on its way next week. Just belonged to my dad. And that was the first gun that I ever went deer hunt with it, and it's my brother's house. And he's going to bring it over. So
Nice, very nice.
We'll have a shoot off. But the interesting thing is, I want to see if it's the pre whatever it was. I can't remember. I watched a bunch. After I saw your video on yours, I was like trying to see what that thing was doing, where it was made, who made it, that kind of thing.
I know the Winchester 70 bolt action rifle. There was a deal with a pre 64. Now, as far as their lever actions, I don't know. I know their lever action as far as the old nostalgic rifles. In the 90s, they started making them in Japan. And that was just because they couldn't keep up with production and start other lines in Connecticut. So they started subbing them out to subcontract them out to Japan. And that's where that one came from.
That's interesting. There's a movie coming out about the Winchesters. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or not, but it was. I think it's going to be somewhat of like an anti-gun movie. Why the Winchesters did this and how much money they made, and they wish they'd never done it, kind of thing. It's
Yeah, the ancestor, one of the great granddaughters or whatever it was. I hadn't seen the movie, but I mean, there's a lot of talk about her. Because she was worried that all the people killed by the Winchesters were coming to haunt her. And
yeah.
She was a crazy bitch. I mean, that's flat out crazy.
That's the movie.
She built the Winchester house, and it's just insane.
Hey, TR, can you do me a favor? Coda Boy is extremely fucking white, like blazing fucking white. Can you like turn that shit down?
No, I can't do that.
Oh shit! Oh wait a minute. Are you joking? You're fucking joking. You're an asshole.
I'm not fucking joking, dude. You're blazing fucking white. You say I'm fucking white. You're fucking blazing white, dude.
You're kind of glowing, Coda Boy.
All right, hold on. Let me adjust my light level here. Stand by.
There, that's better.
Yeah.
Way better.
There you go.
Much better. Holy hell.
Why is there a big dildo on the floor?
What? Where?
It's a dog dookie.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
that Winchester Mystery House, that's an actual thing. They've been she definitely went batshit crazy and was afraid of all the ghosts of the people that the guns have killed coming to get her, and made rooms that go nowhere, stairways that go up and then into a goddamn ceiling. I mean, it's you look that up on
the chick.
Slate. Yeah.
They've been building that house forever and that kind of deal.
Yeah,
is that the one?
Yeah. And they made a movie about it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure they Hollywooded it up, but because the previews I've seen, it's actually showing ghosts and blah blah blah. But nah, she just went batshit crazy because she was afraid that her ancestors caused. Well, hell, I don't know. I'm just saying that's what happened.
It's not going to be an anti-gun movie. It's a paranormal movie. I mean, it's
paranormal
thriller type deal. I mean, it's
whatever.
But it's
don't go into the light. Don't go into the light.
New Jersey. Those jackasses.
What's that hat mean there, Coda Boy? I keep seeing it. You've been wearing it lately.
Say something, dude. Speak.
Oh fuck! I forgot. Mutants unite.
We're gonna be the next X-Men.
I don't know. My wife had it, and I was like, "That's mine. I'm taking that." She's taking every hat that I have. She fucking the other day she's working out. We went to go work out. I look over, she's wearing my Is Your Six covered hat. I'm like, really?
She's got good taste.
She got a big head.
Is that why you're so white tonight? Because mutants are uniting and you're just fucking whiter than hell?
I'm white, man. And not to get on the subject of what you guys were talking about earlier. I was listening to you as I was driving up the road. Just to let everybody know, I don't have access to the external chat, so if you're leaving comments, I can't see them. But hi, everybody. Good to see you. So,
I will tell you the probably the best comment we have out there right now so far, Coda, is interrogation light from SKS Hugo. That's how fucking white you are, dude.
Well, the thing is I've got my I have you know what, I might be able to fix that problem, but I've got my review tabletop light. That's what's doing that. Hold on one second. Let's turn that one off and turn another light on. Maybe I won't be
getting a little bit off subject. Since you guys are all into the competition and stuff, and since I've kind of expanded my cowboy bullshit guns, I'm going to look into cowboy action shooting. And if I can get into that locally, I'm going to start doing that. I'm sure I'll suck at it, but just for the hell of it, just so I can say I was in a gun competition, because I think I might do better at that than I will be. I don't have a shotgun to even compare to any of you guys.
We got everything you need for the 50th fucking thousand time already.
I don't have a shotgun though.
Again,
I mean, I got shotgun.
Everything you need for the 51,000 time.
you got a pump shotgun, right? Or
yeah.
No, they use stagecoach guns?
No, I'm talking about for the competitions you guys do.
Oh.
Now, Rick, I want to hook up with Rick and do the IDPA. I think it's what it's called.
Oh,
I think I can do that.
You don't need to get a shotgun, dude. You can borrow his. He'll lend it to you.
I know. All you got to do is show up. We got everything you need.
Yeah. Yeah, but y'all are doing those fucking 2, 3, 4 fucking reloads and shit. If you don't own one, I might as well be using a double barrel.
You just got to come over. You can get it down in like a good 3 hours.
He can come in and go into heavy division with his Pacquiaries, whatever to call, and shoot 45 with a pump shotgun. And a 45 long rifle.
Oh, now I can do cowboy action shooting. I'm just saying the competition shooting that you guys are doing, I can't do. So to get into competition shooting, I think I'm more equipped to do the cowboy action shooting than I am the damn 3-gun and the other shit.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
find one. I'll go shoot it with you.
Rick, you running the 26-inch barrel on that Stoker you have, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I'm buying a new barrel for mine.
No ports. Don't get no ports.
Get rid of the ported thing. You just look like everybody else.
Talking to the competition, I'm going to be picking up the brand spanking new version of the 1301 here very shortly.
Springfield?
Beretta 1301 shotgun, semi-auto.
Oh. Very cool.
Hey, you're getting a CZ too. Which one are you getting?
You have to wait and find out.
I knew you're going to be a vagina and say stupid shit like that.
Hey man, I didn't pick this fucking thing up for nothing, dude. I'm going all out this year. I'm fucking going serious, man. I'm going hardcore.
I used to have
hardcore.
Coda Boy used to have a timer.
Is that a timer?
That is a timer, dude.
I'll trade you a magazine.
I'm going fucking hardcore, man. I'm going all out this year. I got a brand new job. I'm fucking happy. I'm probably the most stress relief ever I've been in the last fucking 10 years. And I'm feeling good, dude. So fuck it. I'm doing all kinds of shit this year.
Good. You getting a blue thing? You're
I'm getting a blue thing. I'm buying a new CZ. I'm fucking getting the 1301. And I'm shooting all kinds of shit this year.
good.
Going high dollar, man. I'll tell you what, by the time I get done customizing the Stoker, I might have should have just gone high dollar. Oh.
Did you get a loading ramp and all that shit? What'd you get?
I just got
Trigger
the follower.
stuff?
The follower came in last week. I went and looked on MOA Precision. They got a bunch of stuff, but the loading ramp thing, I've still got to wait. I'm waiting for X-Ring to do a video on that so I can see exactly what he's talking about. But the extended loading ramp, I don't know. We're gonna find out about that. But the extractor, the firing pin, the hammer spring. I'm gonna tune the trigger. Get about a 3.5 pound pull trigger out of that thing. We can go full auto, that kind of stuff. But we'll just figure it out. I want to put the lighter springs in it so I can run lighter shotgun loads. You know, less recoil and less money because those ones that shoot are damn $8 a box.
Yeah, screw those Winchester AA shit.
But they run.
Yeah, but so does my Rios.
Yeah. We'll see.
Fuzz said I needed a coach gun with a double barrel. What does it say? TR needs a double barreled hammer gun or coach gun. I already got one. Look at that. 20 gauge with the hammers and all.
There you go.
But it's so old, I'm afraid to shoot it. It was my grandfather's.
How old is that thing?
Early 1900s at best. I mean, it's not a high dollar gun or anything. Look at it. It's got like black tape holding the fucking stock together and stuff. It's just nostalgia. But I mean,
that's 1890 stippling job right there.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, in the damn whenever that black tape was put on there, they don't make that shit like they used to because it's been on there as long as I've been alive, and it's not sticky. It's not oozing out any glue. It's like
that's real electrical tape.
That's real shit right there.
Isn't that Jed Clampett's gun?
It might be.
Could have been.
I think it's Davy Crockett's gun. Are you shitting me? That thing's flintlock in it. What is that?
That's cool. I like old guns.
That's the only gun I own that I haven't shot. Just because I'm afraid the stock's going to bust on it.
Hey, Blue, you getting any snow up your way?
Today?
It's warm as hell in PA, man. I can't believe it.
Yeah. Today we were up to like 50.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, it was. But the thing is that we had so much fog today. And like 2, 3, 4, I think about 5 o'clock, the atmosphere started finally cooling down enough. You couldn't see fucking 5 feet in front of you in the middle of the afternoon.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Mm. Sorry.
All right, I got a question for you guys on the panel and everybody out there in the external. I got an opportunity to buy a investment. I say investment, but Colt Python 4-inch barrel, blued, $2,200.
Wow.
Papers, box.
What was that, Scotsman?
Does it have the papers, the box, the wood box, or plastic box? What is it?
Nah, nothing original box.
Original wood grips?
No, rubber grips.
Too much money. If they don't have the original wood grips, doesn't have the box, the papers, maybe 15 to 1700 max.
Okay, well, you need to enlighten me on that because I hadn't seen anything I hadn't seen anything as cheap as $2,200 for one.
Because the prices are overinflated. That's why.
Yeah, well, I agree with that, but
Aren't they coming out with those again?
find me a Colt Python in pristine condition for $1,500, and I'll buy that motherfucker.
Wait a minute, I thought Cole was coming out with one again
That's the
this year.
problem, though. The problem is because it's got the Colt name on it. Everyone's asking high dollar, but if you don't have the box and papers, it ain't worth it. Especially if you don't have the original grips.
But can you find one for $1,500?
You give me enough time, I can.
Do you want the 4-inch one?
No, that's just what was offered to me.
I can probably.
I'm not saying I'm going to buy it because I just bought this freaking Winchester. I'm kind of like a little bit light in the funds.
I can find. I was
given the opportunity, and I'm like, wow, that some bitch is beautiful. And he's like, well, there's no time limit. If you want it, I'll hold it for you, and you can buy it from me, you know, a month or two or whatever. And I'm like, holy shit, you know, because I see them. They're usually like fucking $3,000 fucking dollars. $2,800, whatever.
I mean, does it look perfect though? Is it perfect?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I'm seeing anywhere between 4,500 and 3,200.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
if
you can buy one for $1,500 that looks without a scar whatsoever, you let me know, Scotsman. I'll buy it.
Be careful what you wish for. Fucking Ball and Pierce is out there too. Find me an HKP7 under $1,000. Careful what you fucking wish for, dude. I can find just about anything you ask.
Yeah, it's true. I wrote a song about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not in the I'm not in the you know, I'm not a gun dealer, and I can tell you, if you can find a P7 for under $1,000, you better fucking buy it. Cheapest I found was like in the $1,800 range.
It'll be right under $1,000 just for you, Ball. Curious, $999.99.
Yeah, and you have to buy it.
All right, boys. I'm got to go.
All right, man.
Calling. Y'all take care. I just want to drop in and say hi. But Scotty, let's work on that tan. Rick, we'll see you here soon. Blue, watch your six. And as always, keep shooting. Have fun.
Hey, you need to work on your fucking tan, dude. But not lighting.
I don't have a tan problem. That's you and I are in the same boat.
Yeah, you have a lighting problem.
Well, I don't know how the farm issues are going to go for as get-togethers and stuff like that, but it's within the next few months. It's going to be warming up, and we're going to have to probably aggravate the shit out of Rob and have shoots down at his place, whether he's there or not. So
I'm already on it. Pop's Quest, Rob. Motherfucker, we're shooting this time.
Rob, I got it. Farmageddon is this date. If you want to show up, that's cool. That'd be pretty cool. Just take a chance away from USPSA shooting. All right, boys. Y'all have a good night, man. Take care.
All right, see you,
brother.
See ya.
I'm just looking for investments. And don't get me wrong, any investment I make into a firearm will be shot. Like I said, that little double action I just showed, that's the only gun I hadn't shot just because it's a really old gun and I'm worried about damaging it. But anything else. But a Colt Python, my dad always had a Colt Python and a 1911 in his stable. And Not that I'm trying to duplicate him, but at the same time, I get it. And it's like, a Colt Python is pretty cool to have in your fucking collection, you know. And of course, the 1911, whoever makes it, it doesn't matter. So I'm kind of like, you know,
I'll find you one, dude. I got you. I'll find you one.
But I want one in blue, because
right.
if anybody's ever seen a blue Colt Python, holy shit. The finish on those, I mean, it's like, it looks like a mirror. You can almost see yourself in it. Beautiful guns.
Well, give me a couple weeks. I'll find you one.
All right.
And the only reason I say give me a couple weeks is because I got a lot of shit going on at work. Otherwise, I'd find you one tomorrow. But give me a couple weeks.
No, yeah,
sure you don't want a Python there too?
I'm not in a hurry to spend that damn much money anyway.
Yeah, he's hoping you don't find it for a few months, probably.
Well, give me a couple weeks. I'll find you one.
All right. Deal.
What's the difference between the Python? That's the bigger caliber?
357. It was just at Colt, when they made the Python, it was a cut. When they come out production, they were custom. They had custom trigger jobs. If you've never felt one or shot one, you just don't. I'm not saying there's not better. I mean, I know I've felt the CZ shadows and stuff like that with the trigger.
There's better. It's called a Smith.
I don't know about that.
What was the gun?
I'm sorry, but if you have never shot a Smith trigger, dude, Smith.
Oh, I've shot Smith.
A Smith trigger over a Colt trigger, way better.
Not a Python though. Not a Python. Maybe a Trooper. Maybe a Colt Trooper or something else, but not a Colt Python.
What was the one Bad Billy had? That was a sweet trigger on that one.
I'm not sure.
Did you get a chance to shoot that one?
No.
That was nice.
Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, Smith has a good trigger. It's a good firearm, but the Python is... It's on up there, and you have to admit it. Like I said, it's not a Trooper. It's not an Anaconda. It's not whatever else, Cobra, any of their other damn brand names. But the Python itself, man, that thing is butter. It is so smooth.
I have to put that on the list.
I mean, the last one my dad bought, the last Python my dad bought was back in the 90s. In the 1990s, he still paid $800 for it. In the 90s.
See, and that's where I go, man, why don't we buy more? Because at the time, right now, it's expensive. But if you were to buy that $800 gun, sorry, now it'd be worth $2,500. Like, that's how you make money on this shit.
Yeah. Well, that's why I say it's an investment.
I'll be right back. I got a phone call.
Okay.
But right now, they're mass producing guns. You're not going to get that investment, that huge. You buy it for $8,000, and then 40 years from now, it's worth damn near $3,000 in mint condition. You're not getting that anymore because of the mass production, unless the specialty guns. I see that part, but I don't see big of a growth anymore.
I think. Okay. Let me think how to say this. The dollar value is not going to change. Just like I said, like that guy offered me a Colt Python for $2,200. But this is 2000. 18. In 1990, it was worth $800, but $800 was probably $2,200 in the mid 90s.
Right.
So if you can afford, I don't care if it's a $350 gun, in 10, 20 years from now, it might be worth $1,000, and $1,000 won't be as worth as much as it is today. It's just like silver or gold. It's going to maintain its value.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you're going to make money off of it. It's just that you won't lose money over it. If you put $100 in the bank today, wait 30 fucking years, and draw out that $100, 30 years ago, it would have bought dinner, gas, you know, fucking flowers for your wife and all that. 30 years from now, it might just buy your gas to get to the restaurant.
You want a collectible, you want something badass, Smith & Wesson 29-2 stainless steel, which they never made it in stainless fucking steel. You talk about a smooth fucking trigger. This bad boy's got a smooth fucking trigger. And this bad boy right here, I paid $1,200. This bad boy is worth about $6,000.
If they never made it in stainless steel, how the hell do you have one?
Because they fucked up, and I got the only one they fucked up.
The only one?
And I've had it looked at by the Smith & Wesson historian and verified. It is a true Smith & Wesson, and yes, it is stainless fucking steel. Yes, they fucked it up, and yes, it's worth a shit ton of fucking money. And that's why this bad boy stays in my safe. But it probably has one of the smoothest triggers I've ever felt in my entire life, because yes, I fired it. I put 50 rounds through it, and then I cleaned it and put it in my safe. So you can take your Colt and stick it up your ass, because this is the smoothest gun you'll ever fucking feel in your life.
I remember when they come out with stainless 44 Magnums, but I do think they might have been 629s.
They were 629s. This is a 29-2. Yeah. And like I said, they never made the 29 in stainless. I'm just lucky enough to have one of the only ones they ever made that they fucked up.
What was the production year on that? Do you have any idea?
This bad boy is in the this is a 1979.
So do you think that the stainless was made for like a CEO or somebody important and it got out?
According to the Smith & Wesson historian, it was sent to, it wasn't done at Smith. It was sent to another factory that actually did the stainless on it. But it is one of the best jobs he's ever seen in his life. That's exact words out of his mouth. And pretty much what was said was, with paperwork, that I could easily triple, if not double, triple, quadruple my money without even blinking, because I have the box, papers, and everything else for it.
You gonna sell it?
All right. With that said, would you say the Colt Python or a normal Model 29 production model, which one has the best trigger?
Production model 29.
You got one of two, maybe three.
I have one of fucking one.
Okay. So production model, would you put a normal 29 up against a Colt Python?
Absolutely.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I wouldn't even fucking flinch, dude.
Have you ever shot a Colt Python?
I have shot a Colt Python, and I own multiple Model 29s. Trust me, I will take the 29 over a Colt Python any day of the week.
I beg to differ.
Sounds like a video to me.
I got to get one before I can say anything about it. I mean, I've shot them in the past, but I don't own either one of them right now.
Bad boy says,
SoCal, I am not fucking high, dude. I just know what a Smith trigger is versus a Colt trigger, so fuck you.
I think you guys should just wake the hell up. It's 2018 and get a semi-auto.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's I get that.
I think you're full of shit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
looking
I'll
at
poke
it
your eye out
for
right now. That's all I got.
nostalgia and investment wise. Because I mean, anybody can buy a 350 to 450 or 550 fucking gun. They're on the shelf all day long, you know. But if you're looking at it for as a investment, it's still a great investment. But you know, I'm starting to look at oddball guns and things you can't get easily.
I do gotta, Scotty, I do gotta say that I have seen old WTF's gun collection, and he does have quite a few of those. So he does have he has them both. So.
Well, he's saying I'm high as fuck. Well, you know what, dude? I'll fucking let you shoot mine, and you can fucking make your judgment after that. Until
Does it have a trigger job on it?
No. This is straight up fucking factory, and this is probably the smoothest fucking gun I ever shot in my entire life. And I ain't even put that against a fucking CZ, and I've shot multiple fucking CZs.
But you've already said it's not a production gun. It was a custom one-off gun.
No, it's production, but they fucked up and made it stainless. It's still production.
No, well, then it's not production if that's the only one that fucking exists.
What story are you gonna go with, Scotty?
Yeah, make up your fucking mind. Is it production? Could I have went to the store and bought it because they made thousands of them or hundreds of them, or did they only make one?
They only made fucking one. It was still a
okay. It's not fucking production then.
It's production. I just got the only fucking one.
No, it's not production. You can't production one firearm, but you can't production one firearm.
All right, I'm actually gonna look up the fucking definition of production.
Hey, make sure
it's production.
Blue.
That's not one.
Hold on, Blue. Make sure you look up the spelling too, because apparently there's way too many fucking ductions in production between fucking.
And there's conjunction, junction. What's your production?
Production, the action of making or manufacturing from components or raw materials, or the process of being so manufactured. Wow, that was
doesn't say anything about a number.
See, this was manufactured, and yes, it's one one.
You said that's the only one in fucking existence.
It was still fucking manufactured. It's a production fucking gun.
No, it's not. Production and manufacturing.
Okay.
Wait a minute. DSW is saying there's more than one made in stainless. So does Scotty have the only one in the whole world, or is there more than
only 29? Not you're thinking about a 629. A 629 is a stainless.
I know exactly what you're saying. You said that's the only fucking stainless steel Model 29 in existence. That means it wasn't in production.
Yes, technically, TR, it was. Because if I were to go out and direct a movie, it is called a production. It is one movie that I'm making. If you put one thing together, it's a production.
No, because if it's a production, that means multiple people could fucking buy it.
Hold on. Hold on, TR. Was this produced?
I didn't say it wasn't manufactured. I said it wasn't in production.
No. Stop. Hold on. Was this or was this not produced?
No, it wasn't produced. It was manufactured.
No, it was produced because there was fucking.
No, it wasn't. It was fucking manufactured. I can manufacture a fucking dildo cut out with a fucking Spyderco knife and it's one fucking dildo. That doesn't mean it's in goddamn production. It means I manufactured a fucking dildo.
It means you
with
produced
my
the
fucking
dildo.
hand.
And we're in the shithole. There we go.
That's the difference.
We better show for
If multiple people can't buy it, it's not in production. It was manufactured.
It was produced.
Somebody fucking built it, but it wasn't in production.
How about if we use the word made and
I can make a fart, but that doesn't mean it's in fucking production.
No, you produced the fart.
Mm-hmm. You definitely produced it. Came
butt
out of your
dust.
body. You made it. You produced it.
You made butt
No,
dust.
I manufactured it.
No, you produced it.
Technically, you did both.
Just true.
Yeah, but multiple people couldn't enjoy it.
Well, it depends on if you let it loose in a room.
It depends if you're in a room with a lot of people or not.
Oh, you guys are assholes, but I love you.
All right, guys, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Fuck it.
I gotta go to work too, but you know what? Stainless 44, baby. Stainless.
Well, I'm sure if that was a custom built fucking one off deal, I'm sure that was the sweetest fucking trigger ever on a double action revolver.
I will let you shoot this bad boy when I see you next time, brother.
I might have to do an after chat and have WTF SoCal bring both of them out and tell us which one's better.
SoCal's full of shit.
If that is a one-off Model 29 in stainless steel, I guarantee you they put the stones to that motherfucker, and I without even seeing it, touching it or whatever, I don't doubt one bit that is probably the smoothest fucking double action ever produced.
I will tell you, when I first bought this thing, when I got it, it was supposedly nickel. And when it showed up, I looked at it and I'm like, that ain't fucking nickel. And I had a few other people look at it and like, yeah, you're right, that's fucking stainless. And so I bought it. I paid fucking full price that they had on it, full sticker price, which was $1,200. And I took this thing out to the fucking range and I put 15 rounds down range. And I kid you not, within the first 2-3 rounds, I'm just like, oh my fucking God. Like, this is the smoothest fucking trigger I've ever felt in my entire life. And I bought it with the intention of carrying it. And there's no way in hell I can carry this because it's fucking stainless steel.
Yeah. Now, seriously. I mean, if it's what you say it is, dude, that was a one-off. You somehow got fucking lucky as shit that whoever ended up with it.
I am the luckiest motherfucker on the planet because I kid you not, this was verified by the Smith & Wesson historian.
I'm not fucking down in your story. I'm just saying that
I thought I was the luckiest guy alive.
Model 29 stainless steel, and somehow, whoever ended up with it, and it got sold off. A wife didn't know what the fuck it was, and she just like, yeah, I got this gun. Get rid of it. I don't want it in my house. And somehow it ended up in your hands. I guarantee you that son of a bitch was custom fucking made. And I believe you that it has probably the smoothest trigger of any double action ever made. If it was a one-off, I know it was.
Because it wasn't produced, is that what you're saying?
It was produced. It was
produced.
How many did it make?
Al, you can't breathe on this fucking trigger and it will go off. I mean, seriously, you can't fucking breathe on this fucking thing and it will go off. It's fucking beyond smooth.
There's a difference between production and produced. Yeah, that gun was produced, but it wasn't in fucking induction.
All right, I gotta look that word up. Pro fucking induction. Hold on a second.
Make sure you put the pro fucking in there.
Yeah.
That'll be under Southern style. Right under
Term
like
TR
right under adjective.
Yeah, just like fucking butterflies. We can't build a wall because of fucking butterflies.
Fucking snowflakes.
All right, guys, we'll just wrap this up. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I know a lot of other people do too. And thanks for coming on, guys. And I'm gonna let y'all do a outro, and I'm gonna start with the Smith and Wesson fucking freak, crazy Scotsman. Go ahead. Do outro.
Appreciate you having me on. Big Bore 44, baby. Check out Justin's Final Mission. Check out Bald and Fucking Curious, even though he's a fucking asshole. And make sure you donate, help out CMX, and help out Justin's Final Mission. Appreciate you having me on.
You know I'm fucking with you, man. Anyway, Rick, is your six covered? Would you like to do a outro?
Sure. Thanks for the invite. Thanks for showing up, everyone. Might be doing an after chat. So we'll see what happens. Who's interested?
What happens? You go look up Is Your Six Covered? I got to go to work tomorrow, so I'm definitely not staying up any later. But if you guys want to go
work
stay
tomorrow
up
too,
later,
but somehow I got a feeling I'm going to be in this fucking after chat.
well, there
And I
you
got
go.
a funny feeling this is going to be in the after chat too.
I think WTF SoCal's grabbing his guns right now and his trigger pull. Hopefully he has a couple snap caps for those things.
There you go. Blue 823. You got anything to say, buddy?
Good night.
There you go.
Production.
All right. Thanks everybody for coming out. We had a pretty good Sunday night. Sometimes we have highs and lows. It was probably about average, and good conversation. Me and the guys here like to fuck with each other a good bit. So don't take anything. I hope they don't take it personal, and I know I don't, but and I know you guys don't either out there for the most part. If you can't mess with your friends, who can you mess with? Anyway, later everybody. Bye.